Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you are doing well. My name is Tom James Clark and this is week 1 of the Celebrity Traitors Debrief. I am very excited to be doing this. I've got a very sore throat because yesterday, for me anyway, I was at the Lifetimes tour, Katy Perry's arena tour, and in the evening I already had a bit of a sore throat anyway. Just before I went. When I got there, it was fine. And then I sang, of course. And then this morning I woke up and I was like, oh dear, I suddenly have a sore throat. And obviously, as you may know if you already watched my channel, I'm a teacher. So yeah, that voice is just going to go really fast, isn't it? So yeah. But it's basically going. But that's okay. We are going to talk all things Celebrity Traitors, week 1. Okay, so Wednesday night, Celebrity Traitors kicked off. I was gutted because I was at Katy Perry, I couldn't even watch it. But it happened and it started, and it was so good. I had everyone at work saying, oh my god, Celebrity Traitors is really, really good, really, really good. I can't believe you've not seen it yet. I was like, oh, don't tell me. Anyway, so I came straight home and watched it, and it was so good. What was really refreshing about it was I love Traitors, and I don't think I would ever get bored of it. Like Strictly, like Big Brother, I just don't get bored of it. But I think what was really refreshing was that the fact that it is celebrities. I think that sort of made it feel different, made it feel just new and just just a different kind of vibe to it. But it was really good. So it started off with the celebrities on the way to the castle. They got to the castle and then they weren't let out of the cars. And I was like, oh, I was wondering is maybe one car got a fight at their place? And then anyway, they all turned around and obviously joined Claudia and had to go and dig their own graves. It was just wild, a great opener. Anyway, and then they had to find shields. Then they got to go to the castle. That first challenge was fantastic, the horse one. But anyway, when they got to the castle, Claudia picked the traitors. Now, I haven't watched back my video, but I'm pretty sure that one or two of these people that are the traitors I mentioned could be, or would be good ones, or not very good ones. First up, she picked Jonathan Ross, and I was like, no way, because I think he is going to be quite good. Then she picked Kat Burns, and I was thinking today Kat Burns would be good as a traitor. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned her in my video that she would get picked as a traitor. So I was right about that one. So Kat Burns. And then the third choice, I was like, I bet it's going to be Alan Carr. It's going to be Alan Carr, isn't it? And then Claudia just went, I was like, it's Alan Carr. Alan Carr as a traitor is going to be absolutely hilarious. What we've seen so far is hilarious. I think he is going to be chaotic. He is just going to be hilarious. I think he will give the game away very easily. So far so good. But yeah, I'm not buying it. I do think he will slip up at some point. Then obviously we did have that challenge I was talking about with the massive horse. And they had to wheel it up the hill. I thought Tom Daley was amazing at that because he was like, it's okay, guys, I'll run all the way back and look at the clue again. And he did. So that was very good team player. Charlotte Church was lovely. She just said, you can have the shield. Take the shield. Let's just go through. So that was lovely. Kate Garraway is doing too much. We know she's faithful. And I can just see that she's just being faithful and all this, and I just think, oh, it's just a bit it's a bit too, she's trying a bit too hard, and by doing that she's making herself look guilty. So it's not really going great for Kate Garraway, is it? Let's be honest. Second episode then, obviously, at the end of the first episode, Alan Carr, they nominated Alan to be the one to murder in plain sight. And they had to go rub that lily and then touch someone's face. And I was like, why have they trusted Alan? But Kat and Jonathan made sense by picking Alan because you wouldn't really think anything of it if Alan like all just went, oh, you just gotta, like I'd be like, oh, thank you. I just would not think anything into it. And even being on the traitors game, I'd think, oh, right, if I was the traitors now, I'd be thinking about that, I'd be thinking about this. But I just don't think you do you? I just don't think it's like something that you would actually pick up on. Anyway, so the episode ended. Luckily for me, I only had to wait a couple of hours till 9 o'clock until it was on. But for you lot, you've probably had to wait quite a long time, so it's probably been annoying. Anyway, so the episode started. So obviously, Alan had murdered Paloma Faith at this point. Wild. Poor Paloma. But we didn't really know about it. They came to breakfast. All good. Everyone was there. Very weird. Because obviously we knew that she'd been murdered. So I thought that was brilliant. And then Claudia comes in and tells them, again, Kate Garraway, doing too much, hun. Calm yourself down. And Kat Burns and Jonathan and Alan were very good at the breakfast. Like, they did not give it away. They were very good, played it down. And then obviously the big thing happened. She said that they're going to go mourn, and they were dressed all in black for a funeral. Claudia was on a horse, and there was 3 coffins. I saw the 3 coffins. I was like, I think I know where this is about to go. I mean, what a concept. I mean, Claudia Winkleman is on a horse. You're all dressed in black. It's raining. There's like other mourners. I just think it was amazing. I mean, just cinematic, like phenomenal scenes. Anyway, so then the contestants obviously had to decide who they thought was going to be in the coffin. So we had Nico and Lucy Beaumont. But obviously at first they didn't think it was Lucy. They thought it was Nick Mohammed. And then Paloma. Quite sad that. It felt awful. And then Claudia just slammed a coffin like no one's business. Paloma looked like she was going to cry. I felt awful for Paloma, by the way. I felt so bad for her. Anyway, so that was that. They found out she was the one. And then they were like, Alan, because you probably know her best, I think you should say a few words. And I was like, you do realise that she's not actually dead. It is just a game. But they were like saying speeches and like saying rest in peace, Paloma. So that was hilarious. Especially when Alan Carr is the one to have murdered her, when they're like good friends. I can't wait to watch the Uncloaked on, is it like on BBC Two or something, with Ed Campbell, where obviously I watched it all through the Normal People Traitors, where they would find out who the traitors was. I cannot wait to see her reaction to Alan Carr murdering her. It's going to be BAFTA award winning. One of the standout moments of these 2 episodes is Kat Burns, who I love, and Jonathan are already in the turret, and it's when Alan comes in and takes the hood down and they just all start laughing. Like, it was so good. Just briefly, I just want to mention, I love Tamika Epson. I absolutely adore that woman. And has she shown that she's been a traitor? Absolutely not. So who is this Scottish man? Is he called Mark? I can't remember if I've made that up. Who is this Scottish man that's trying to go to add Tamika? I mean, back off. Tom Daly, very intelligent, very good. He is just thinking about, I mean, he's not really fully getting it right, but, we move. He's doing a good job. Charlotte Church thinks she's lovely. Stephen Fry, lovely man. Annoyingly very clever, though, like, on the round table. He was like, but this, and then what do you think the traitors were doing? And then we said, oh, we should go around and see, like, who said they were a traitor to Claudia. So, like, obviously the celebrities know, like, a lot about the show, and they're allowed to sort of, like, delve into that. So that was interesting. Claire Balding, I think she really thinks it's Kate Garraway, which is hilarious. Because these are, like, big celebrities. They're, like, big, big, big celebrity names. And the fact they all think, like, oh, it's this person, that's really funny. I think Claire might eventually get to, like, Alan and Jonathan. Like, I think she will probably figure out a traitor. Ruth Codd, she seems quite interesting, actually. Lucy Beaumont's quite funny. She looked a bit gutted, though, that she was going to be in the coffin. Celia Imrie, can we just talk about Celia Imrie? Like, she is huge. Like, she's such a big actress and she's on this. And she's 73 and she's just sat there like da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da and then da-da-da. And I just think she's blooming great. Like, she clearly is playing the game well already. And then she was like, oh, I mean, didn't she sit outside and say to Alan that she was like, actually, you would be quite a good choice because no one would really think. I was like, get him, girl. And no, but I do want Alan to do well. Joe Wilkinson, I feel like he's sort of is trying to have an idea, but not really. Like, Joe Marler's quite funny, actually. David, the historian, I do recognise him now. I said in my last days I didn't really know him. And Nico, I remember Nico from trying to go to the London Met. So it is a great cast. It is so good. And there's some really good ones. And I genuinely do think they're going to get close. So then the episode ended tonight and has left us waiting a whole week. I'm sorry, a whole week to wait for who's going to be voted out. So it's between Nico and Nico, as a lot of them were saying, so I'm probably saying it wrong. Nico and Kate Garraway of who's going. So let me know in the comments below. Who do you think is going? I'm sort of putting my money on Kate, but then I don't know if more people are going to go towards Nico, so I don't know. But I loved the first episode. There was a little bit of the debrief with what happened and what I'm thinking. A really fun episode. I'm so excited to watch it next week. I'm so excited. I really hope Kat Burns as well. I think Jonathan's going to be quite good as a traitor, actually. And I hope Alan doesn't give up the game because he is hilarious. Like, that man is so funny. So there we have it. There is a little Celebrity Traitors debrief. I hope you're watching. I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know in the let me know in the comments who you're backing, who you're supporting. Who do you think is going to do well? What do you think of the traitors? Tell me all. Tell me all your opinions in the comments. All that is left to say is thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm noticing the views are just going up and up, the views and subscribers, so thank you. Notification bell on for when I post next. You need to see all that very important information. But yeah, all that's left to say, even though I've already just said that, is thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Ciao for now.